love Belal Muhammad and, of course, Leon Edwards. And I did feel, even though Leon did it, I did feel bad for him that it happened. But calling for a title shot, I think Chael Sonnen had a very funny observation that the road to the 170 strap doesn't go through Bilal's eye.
Wait, who's?
And I think there's a very funny quote that I read that Chael said.
That's actually hysterical.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. I probably butchered it, but I love Leon Edwards, but I kind of think that that was real. I felt, I mean, Belal Muhammad was crying, and not just because of the pain. I think he realized like there was this shot that is so.
Well, you know what? Whenever we talked to Belal, well, it was. I would wonder if that was more pain or more
mental anguish,
emotion of being like this.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think
it looked like Leon Edwards was, Leon Edwards was winning.
He was, yeah,
and he was looking great. I didn't see any ring rust there. And it, again, but a fight's a fight, and Belal Muhammad doesn't get tired. So, again, you never know how it would go, even though from the indication of what happened in the earlier round, I mean, it looks like Leon Edwards was just looking great, and I really want to see him. We need this. I would love to see him versus. Look, he took this fight because he took the fight. He was supposed to fight Khamzat. There was all powers beyond his control that stop him from fighting, and why we haven't seen him lately. So he finally said, all right, Belal will step up, I'll fight him. You can't really knock him for taking this fight, and
yeah, of course,
it happens. So what are you going to do? I don't think they should really run it back. I don't, you know what I mean? I think that we'll see what's next, because we did see them compete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But a title shot's a little rough.
Title shot might be rough, but then we need someone else. When's the last time he fought? Kamaru? I mean, look at he has a long ass streak. How many? Guys, let us know his. He has like the second or third, the third longest streak in the welterweight division, unbeaten streak. I don't want to misquote that, guys. 8-fight win streak. I know, but I believe
Leon, yes.
In the history of the organization, I think it's the third longest win streak in that division. To the Brunson fight.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I think it's gonna be really fun. And I think it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be real good competition. I feel like so.
And you have to start thinking like you have to be. I mean, obviously, Marvin Vettori. There's some really dangerous guys in the top 10, but you also have to be looking towards getting a title shot relatively soon if you keep winning. I mean, beating a guy like Brunson, who I think is 7 in your 10. There's maybe another fight or two.
Right after this fight, I'm getting a title shot. Look, this is the game plan.
Okay.
Right after this fight. So right after this fight, when I smoke Brunson, you know what I mean? I'm going to go to 170 pounds to fight Usman for the belt, because right now at 170 pounds, it's boring as hell and they ain't got nothing going on. I mean, I know you got the Masvidal with the BMF belt, and then you got Edward thinking that he deserves the belt because he does have an 8-fight win streak, but now he's poking people in the eye and just feeling like that's all high glory and mighty. I mean, you got Wonderboy Thompson over there who makes a pretty good case, and plus, he's just a wonderful guy. Why not give him another title shot, even though he's fought for it?
Yeah.
It just makes sense, right? Just drop down, grab that, go back up, and then let Usman still be the champ after I avenge, everybody in Arlington who keep complaining that he doesn't claim Arlington enough. Why not,
First of all, Joe's, the guy is, I love him. He's crazy. But he never, like in any conversation I had with him, there was never a conversation other than the rematch with Peter Yan.
Of course.
It's still as of, there. So Yeah, the guy, listen, this is the problem with social media. So look, he could have went that route with Cejudo and go, you know what? Okay, I got an opportunity. Like, I'm sure Chael Sonnen's advice would be, this is the perfect scene. He's the heel. Be the heel.
Right.
He'll go that route. And Aljo probably could have did that and drove 30 million people insane based on the shit I was getting.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But that was never even brought up or thought of. So Cejudo, he's not even active. What sense does that even make?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the guy he calls out, the guy that retired, and everybody's going crazy, right? What is that?
Right. You're right, man. Social media is.
But he was. But you're right though. So that did him no. Obviously, it did him no harm, or it really helped him because he just added another million pay-per-view buys. I don't know.
Well, right.
Colby Covington, essentially, he started off making headlines over the weekend saying that, he is going to fight Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman again. He says he wants to do it in the octagon because if he catches them in the streets, he might get 25 to life for it. Never
heard that one before.
So a real monster in the streets.
Oh yeah.
So
much so when Fabrizio Verdun threw a boomerang at him, he went to the cops.
That's just also like story that it sounds like it's made up. It's like Fabrizio Verdun threw a boomerang at Colby Covington last weekend.
Did you hear about the time at the Sydney Opera House? I'm walking down the street with my kangaroo and a flaming Goliath throws a boomerang. Anyway, sorry, Australia, I apologize.
All right. So he came out and talked about the Leon Edwards fight. In addition to, he was backing up his point about why he shouldn't fight Leon Edwards. He said he has no contest, which, by the way, that should have been a disqualification because he did poke the guy in the face in the first round. And backstage, I know that Herb Dean gave him the warning, hey, don't poke anybody in the eye because that's the instruction they give every time before you go out for a fight. So he should have been disqualified. I don't know how that was a no contest.
Yeah, well, we just covered that. Herb Dean obviously gave a very rational reason for why it wasn't. And yes, the deliberate intent. I mean, if you're purposely poking people in the eyes, then of course you're going to get disqualified. Let's fast forward a little bit, though, Harrington, to this could be a rather fun conversation. What did he say? He said he couldn't watch the fight or something because he was balls deep. What did he say?
Well, he said he didn't want to take the basic offer that the UFC was giving him. He said, if you want me to step in on short notice, you got to up it in my contract.
So, let me just give some context for the listeners. Yeah, because he was offered the Leon Edwards fight, right? And he said, well, if I'm going to take a short notice fight, I want extra money, and which the UFC didn't offer. And then he said, Dana hung
which I respect, by the way. I'm not hating on that.
No, I'm not hating on it. I'm just reporting what he said. Yeah, it's not right. It's not wrong. I get it. UFC needs someone to fill in. He's like, I'll fill in if I get more cash. Some people do that. Some people don't. That is his right. Belal Muhammad was saying, because obviously he was planning on winning against Leon and he wanted to fight Colby Covington. And he said, if I see at the fighter meetings, if I see Colby Covington, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to attack him. And we were like, well, where's it come from? He said, well, everyone says, by the way, this is Belal's words, not mine. He said, everyone says it's just an act and he's a really nice guy and all the rest of it. He said, well, really nice guys don't go out there and trash religions. Nice guys don't go out there and mock other people and the nastiness of the things that he says. And, I kind of get it. Maybe he is playing a character and maybe he oversteps the mark here and there. But as I say, I do, as a fan of the sport, I do enjoy the controversy that he brings to the table.
What's up, everybody? UFC President Dana White here, and I have been waiting a year for this day to tell you we are back. UFC 261 on April 24th will be in Jacksonville, Florida, with a full house of fans, full capacity at the 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. And I'm bringing an incredible card. We have 3 title fights. The Welterweight Championship, Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal 2. The Women's Flyweight Championship, Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade, and the fight everybody has been waiting for, the Women's Strawweight Championship, Weili Zhang versus Rose Namajunas. This is a stacked card in front of 15,000 UFC fans. Tickets go on sale very soon, so keep checking Ticketmaster for details. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. UFC 261 on April 24th, Jacksonville, Florida. 3 title fights, 15,000 fans. And I just want to say thank you, Jacksonville. I love you guys, and we will see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. UFC 261 on April 24th, Jacksonville, Florida. 3 title fights, 15,000 fans.
Yeah. Yeah.